Depending upon where you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the Ketchum Auditorium at St. Andrews College. It's great to be home. I would like to start by acknowledging that we are on the traditional territories of the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe peoples, whose presence here continue to this day. We'd also like to acknowledge the land we are on is at the meeting place of two treaties, the lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit and those of the First Nations people of the Williams Treaty. We'd like to thank them and other Indigenous peoples for sharing this land with us. We acknowledge this land and the people because the first step to reconciliation is recognizing the existence of Indigenous peoples. A shared understanding of our collective past brought us to where we are today will help us walk together into a better future. I truly wish that we were all here together as an in-person community to celebrate the announcement of the 2020-2021 prefects. It's always a highlight of the school year to witness the high fives and the hugs that follow as the student body erupts after each new prefect is named. I continue to be extremely proud of the resilient effort that has been made by all members of our community over the past couple of months, students, faculty, staff, and parents. We're even stronger for this experience, and I feel your excitement as you watch this announcement from your homes. I now have the distinct pleasure of sharing the names of the young men in grade 11 who, in the opinion of the college, best represent the mission of the school, dedicating ourselves to the development of the complete man, the well-rounded citizen. Before I do this, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone in our fabulous graduating class, led by an exceptional prefect group, for setting an overwhelmingly positive tone for the year at St. Andrews. Through their collective leadership, spirit, and support, our prefects have been absolutely first-rate, both pre- and post-pandemic. I'd like to thank the following young men for all of their efforts this year. Blake Phillips, Henry Lee, Andrew O'Hare, Christopher Martin, Andrew Craig, Nolan Michaelberger, Michael Henrihan, Dorian Jones, Ethan Landry, Matthew Dale, Deputy Head Prefect David Zadra, and Head Prefect Bryce Neal. I would like to congratulate all 40 boys who applied to become prefect this year. It is never an easy thing to put yourself out there amongst your peers. Congratulations for taking a risk to show how much you believe in both yourself and your school. I feel most for the majority of boys who will not be named prefects today. This should only be viewed as a minor bump along your road of your leadership journey. 30 years ago, it took me 2 attempts to get accepted into Teachers College. And now, I am the head of one of Canada's best schools. Be resilient and continue to seek out the many other leadership opportunities that are available at St. Andrews. I'd like to thank Mr. Stewart, Mr. Shrimpton, and the current prefects for leading the selection process over the past 3 weeks. I would also like to thank Mrs. Williams and Mrs. Fusco for their assistance, not only in the prefect process, but also the leadership application process. To the successful candidates, congratulations. This is truly an exceptional list of young men, and I have every confidence that you will continue with the outstanding leadership that has been demonstrated by the prefects of the class of 2020. Enough of the suspense. Let's get on with the official announcement of the 2020-2021 St. Andrews College prefects. There are a total of 12 boys being named this morning. 7 are or will be boarders, and 5 are day boys. Prefect number 1, in random order. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "Throughout my 5 years at SAC, I have made it my personal goal to strive to be the complete man, the well-rounded citizen. I have worked towards this through the guidance of Mr. McHenry's message in the first day of school. Get outside your comfort zone, try new things. I have been successful at St. Andrews because of 3 guiding principles: hard work, perseverance, and kindness. I'd like to weave these 3 things into the minds and attitudes of all my fellow brothers at St. Andrews. I want my passion, engagement, and love for this school to inspire others to be great and thrive as I am prepared to give back to what this outstanding learning institution gave me, a place where young men can grow as brothers, discover themselves, and truly become complete men and well-rounded citizens." This new prefect is enrolled in the AP Capstone program and has maintained an A average throughout his time in upper school. He is a member of the Chapel Council, is co-head of the SAC Ambassador Program. He is a middle school house captain, and he is a part of the snare line for pipes and drums. He has 134 hours of community service and is involved in Model UN, the Debate Society, and multiple AC Plus programs, and is a sports broadcaster for First Hockey. He is a member of First Football, First Rugby, and JV Basketball, and is the co-founder, host, and producer of the Big Sax Sports Show. New prefect and member of Perrier House, Ty White. Number 2, in his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "Back in 2017, leadership was still a word unfound in my dictionary. Introversion and language limited who I could become. However, St. Andrews didn't let this happen. The Andrian community has been highlighting this word since the very beginning of grade 9 for me. Almost every day, I witness the sunrise, and fortunately, hard work pays off. I challenge myself to step out of my comfort zone, seeking various leadership initiatives in this exceptional place. This introverted person has grown to a resilient illustrator in the revival of the Thistle, an SLG committee member who helps reach out to all Andrians, a proud master cadet who learned accountability and standards, and a reliable big brother in Machouse. There is no doubt that the executive ability of a leader in this uncertain and even intimidating 2020 will be critical. The tough incoming year will not shadow my determination, but only evoke more energy and tenacity. This new prefect is enrolled in AP Capstone, is a 2-time gold medalist for his class, and has been on a head of school's honor roll since 2017. He is the house captain in McDonald House, a floor captain in Memorial House, and is a graduate of the Master Cadet Program. He participated in the CIS Visual Arts Festival and is a member of the SLG and is an illustrator for the Writing and Publication Council. He is a 3-term varsity athlete participating in cross-country, fencing, and badminton. He is very active in the AC Plus program, has participated in the Toronto Youth STEM and Innovation Conference, and has competed in multiple international math competitions. New prefect and member of Memorial House, Eddie Gia. Number 3, in his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "I'm not great at math." Well, maybe Eddie can help you out. "I have trouble with some concepts, though I work hard to understand them. Math has tried to teach me many things, but the lesson I've learned from the most is this: what you put into an equation affects the answer. In other words, what one contributes changes what one receives. I have taken advantage of this life lesson and have contributed to a community from which I receive every day. Prefects are always major contributors to the school, and they provide important experiences for the St. Andrews community. They are the best mathematicians the school has to offer, as they consistently solve equations resulting in the best final answer possible. And when the final answer doesn't work out, they have the resiliency to bounce back with a solution. St. Andrews has provided me with everything I could ask for, and I've tried my best to give back. So maybe I am good at math, people math, because I can see the impact on the school equates to positive things. Therefore, I would be honored to serve in the St. Andrews community as prefect for the following school year. This new prefect is enrolled in both the broadcast journalism and the McEwen Leadership Program, and currently holds an 87% academic average. He has been an academic scholar and merit recipient every term since 2016. He's a two-term varsity athlete, playing first hockey and first lacrosse, and was involved in the Andrean Fitness Program. He represented St. Andrews at the CIS Visual Arts Festival and at the Ontario Education Leadership Centre. He is a middle school house captain, he's co-head of the Chapel Council, and is a graduate of the Master Cadet Program and platoon commander in the Cadet Corps. New prefect and member of Laidlaw House, Braden Donnelly. Prefect number 4. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "Standing at St. Andrews in grade 9, it wasn't just a new school for me. It was a brand new country. In fact, I can still remember new boy orientation and how different everything felt up to that point. Canada was a new world for me. I've seen year after year the innovation and hard work that the prefects put into making the school a better place, and I'm ready to do the same. Throughout my 3 years at St. Andrews College, I've strived to better myself through everything I do and have continued to mature and develop as a leader. I am applying for the role of prefect because I want to do everything I can to give back to this exceptional place that took a shy and timid kid from Texas almost 3 years ago. The role of prefect will allow me to instill values of hard work, kindness, and brotherhood that I've learned in the past 3 years in a new and exciting way. It is thrilling to finally submit my application for prefectship. This new prefect is enrolled in the AP Capstone program, has an academic average of 87%, has been a scholar every term since 2017. He was a Mac House captain and is a leader in the Writing and Publication Council and is a drill instructor for the Cadet Corps. He is the incoming head delegate to the Model UN Club. He plays varsity football and varsity rugby and is the co-host of the Big Sax Sports Show. New prefect and member of Flavel House, David KURP. Number 5. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "Having lived in Aurora my entire life, I always knew of St. Andrews College as a highly regarded private school for boys. It wasn't until I donned my very first blazer that I truly understood what it meant to be part of the St. Andrews community, to be part of the brotherhood, to be an Andrean. After almost 3 years at this extraordinary school, there are many words that I have both heard and read that resonate with me. Welcome to the brotherhood. These words are symbolic of my first year at St. Andrews, not knowing anyone, yet immediately feeling welcomed inside the halls of St. Andrews. These words are every Andrean should surely know and love. Strong alone, unstoppable together. A message of strength and unity represents a close bond between Andrean brothers. How do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as a good student, a great friend, and someone known for his dedication, humility, and kindness. If elected as a prefect, I will humbly continue my dedication to the SSA community, to the Brotherhood, and to all that is Andrean. This new prefect has an academic average of 88% and is enrolled in both McEwen Leadership and the AP Capstone programs. He is a middle school house captain, a member of the Chapel Council. He is a member of the Debating Society and the founder of the Sports Analytical Society. He was a member of First Cross Country and First Tennis and participated in the Andrean Fitness Program. He is a member of the Jazz Band, the Wind Ensemble, and the Andrean Pep Band. He is very involved in the AC Plus program and has over 200 hours of community service. New prefect and member of Perrier House, Jack RANKEL. Prefect number 6. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "In my first year, I remember James Michaelis, the head prefect, giving a speech about taking advantage of all the opportunities that are present for you at St. Andrew's College. Sitting in the newly renovated Ketchum Auditorium, I really did not understand what he meant. I understand what he means now. He laid out a roadmap of success for me before I even knew it. It involved challenging myself. At St. Andrew's College, I've had experiences I would never have dreamed of. These experiences range from heading down to Harvard to represent North Korea in the Model UN, or playing Highland Cathedral on bagpipes at Roy Thompson Hall in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. When it was suggested that Canadian golfer Mo Norman was afraid to be great, they referred to his golf game. However, the words applied to my life and many others. At St. Andrews, the pinnacle of greatness is becoming the complete man. I'd like to help others become complete men by helping them to conquer their fear of greatness." This new prefect is enrolled in the AP Capstone program and currently holds a 92% academic average. He is house captain of Mac House and is a member of Model UN. He is the manager for both First Varsity Football and First Hockey, and he plays varsity rugby. He is a member of the Academic Council, the SAC Debating Society, and has earned over 100 hours of community service. He is a member of Pipes and Drums, SAC's Association Band, and has competed in many bagpiping competitions. New prefect and member of Sifton House, Gordy McDonald. Prefect number 7. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "I cannot remember a time where St. Andrew's College was not in my life. It has been my home from the time I was born to seeing my brothers attend the school, and it has continued to be my home ever since my first day as a student in grade 9. I have always appreciated the school motto, 'Quit ye like men, be strong.' But what is strength? It wasn't until I came to the school that I heard the Bible passage where the motto comes from. 'Quit ye like men, be strong. Let all your deeds be done with love and charity.' Those words have stuck with me. A man isn't just someone who is strong. A man is kind, loving, passionate, compassionate, and generous, which makes what makes him strong, and I've tried to exemplify every aspect of being a true man since then. I try to be kind to everyone I meet, on and off the sports field, on and off campus. I try to do what I love and I'm passionate about, like school plays, rugby, football. I try to show compassion towards everyone, and I try to be as generous as possible. As a prefect, I will not only exemplify these attributes, but I will remind others to be kind, loving, passionate, and generous, and let them know that these attributes are what makes a man strong. This new prefect is enrolled in extended French and broadcast journalism and has an academic average of 84%. He is a middle school house captain and is a member of the Arts Council. He's a varsity athlete representing SAC in football and rugby. He's a keen participant in the AC Plus program and is a member of Pipes and Drums. He's an active member of the SAC Dramatic Arts Society with significant roles in School of Rock, Guys and Dolls, and Oliver, as well as being active in the Focus Festival. New prefect and member of Smith House, Nolan Rush. Prefect number 8. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, 4 houses, 4 years, but no real home. I have lived in 4 houses in the last 4 years, and through some ups and downs, the community that SAC has always stood behind me. Ever since my first day at St. Andrews, my life has been the opposite of consistent. Many different homes, many different hockey teams, and many new challenges, but the one thing that has remained consistent was SAC. From my first group of friends, my first house captains in Mac House, my first heads of house, my first sports team, and my first club, the community around SAC is why I would consider St. Andrews to be my real home. Learning from my teachers, classmates, and older students, I have witnessed what the ideal Andrean is, a young man who thrives into a mature, well-rounded citizen, one who excels in every situation he is put in, puts his best foot forward, and always puts his maximum effort. Over the last 4 years, I am proud to say that I'm growing into the role of an Andrean. I would now like to take the opportunity to take my leadership abilities to the highest level at St. Andrews College and represent my home as prefect in 2020-2021. This new prefect is enrolled in the AP Capstone program and the Extended French program. He currently holds an 84% average and has been a scholar every term since 2016. He was a house captain in Mac House and is currently the head of the Social Justice Council. He plays varsity lacrosse and co-coached the U14 hockey season. He competed in OFSA as a pole vaulter and has been the captain of multiple sports teams both at St. Andrews and within the community. He is a member of Pipes and Drums and an avid participant in the AC Plus program. New prefect and member of Sifton House, Ben Goring. Prefect number 9. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, in turbulent times, we must look for certainty to help guide us through. For the students at St. Andrews, the past few weeks have been like nothing we've experienced. However, through it all, our school continues to be constant in the daily lives with academics and beyond. Traditions and leadership are pillars that we count on in times like these, and the prefects are an excellent example of exactly what we can count on. To me, this is the vital component necessary to becoming a prefect at St. Andrews, to strive to create connections between all students and St. Andrews. A prefect is a student who lives the mission of the school on a daily basis. He shows initiative every day by further developing his character and ensuring he is a suitable role model for all students, creating an inclusive environment where everyone feels like they belong. It is a privilege to be submitting my application to be prefect at St. Andrews. I am incredibly grateful for all the opportunities that the school has provided me over the past 7 years, and it is now time for me to ask for the chance to give back to the school that has given so much to me. This new prefect is a member of the AP Capstone program, the McEwen Leadership program, and the Extended French program. He has been on the honor roll every term since grade 5 and currently holds a 92% academic average. He is a middle school house captain, co-president of the Andrean Life Council, and has over 200 hours of community service. He's been active in the AC Plus program every term and is a graduate of the Master Cadet program. He has performed for the SAC Dramatic Society on numerous occasions since 2013. He has played on a school team every term since grade 5 and is currently a 3-term varsity athlete competing in cross-country, squash, and golf. Proud lifer, new prefect, and member of Perrier House, CADEN MCHENRY. Prefect number 10. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "I am a firm believer that there are multiple facets to the term ideal Andrian. The list of academic courses, sports teams, councils, co-curriculars, fitness offerings, and clubs are extensive. Over the past 7 years, the decisions I've made, the hard work I've put in, all lead to my sincere desire to give back to the student body in a leadership capacity in my senior year. I lead by example ever since I donned my first dress in middle school. I have always been proud to wear the SAC uniform, and I respect what it represents. I take special pride in wearing the scarlet tunic of our cadet uniform. The history and tradition has always meant so much to me. Leading by example allows me to be myself, while at the same time leading discussions and delegating tasks. I aspire to be empathetic and collaborative in working with and leading others, and can easily relate to the diverse student body having attended since grade 5. These last 7 years have been a long, ongoing process to develop my version of the ideal Andrian. This new prefect is a member of the MacEwan Leadership Program, Broadcast Journalism, and is a graduate of the Master Cadet Program. He has held an over 80% academic average since starting in grade 5 and is a member of the Middle School Council and Ambassador Program. He is the co-president of the Andrian Life Council, and he is a house captain of Mac House. He is a member of varsity volleyball and varsity B hockey. He has 85 hours of community service and is the color commentator for First Hockey. New prefect and member of Sifton House, LOCHLAN MCTEAGUE. And now, our deputy head prefect. In his cover letter, this new prefect writes, "Whenever I'm asked to reflect on what St. Andrew's College means to me, I always find myself looking back to my first Andrian Christmas and singing that powerful line in Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me." And although I understood why people consistently praised the SAC community, I never truly felt the strength and reach of the brotherhood until that night. After seeing the old boys crowd onto Roy Thompson Hall stage, while singing with my friends, all arm in arm, I felt I had found a second home. Hearing the ringing of the organ, accompanied by the booming voices of over 600 young men singing in unison, made me realize I was part of something special. I had found a place where I could be myself while being supported by everyone around me. The most important lesson SAC has provided me with is being a leader is more than just a title. It's about stepping up to any challenge, collaborating with your peers, and bringing out the best in others. It would be an immense honor to serve St. Andrew's College as prefect for the upcoming school year and give back to the community that has provided me with so much. This new prefect is enrolled in the AP Capstone program and has an academic average of 97%. He has been on the head of school's honor roll since he arrived at SAC and is a recipient of the Peter L. Stewart Award. He is a middle school house captain, a member of the academic council. He is on the wind ensemble. He is a wind ensemble section leader and is a member of the Model UN Club and also part of the SAC Debating Society. He represents SAC in varsity cross country and squash and has over 130 hours of community service. Your new deputy head prefect and member of Smith House, Paul PETROZZA. And now for the announcement of your head prefect. Ever since starting SAC in grade 8, I have been working towards the opportunity to be a leader in my senior year, and by June 2021, I will have attended St. Andrews for 5 years. During the past 4 years, I have been exposed to new experiences which have given me confidence. Being respected by my peers and faculty is an immense privilege, and I'm thankful I have been given the environment to grow and express my opinions. What these leadership experiences have taught me is that leading by example gains respect. You commit to something, and when you execute it, your peers will listen to you. I also realize that time is extremely valuable, and you must take advantage of all opportunities that you are afforded. I am very fortunate to have the opportunity to be part of the SAC community, and I feel I have fully participated at every opportunity presented to me. Being offered the privilege to be a prefect would be a leadership opportunity that I would cherish. Your new head prefect is a member of the AP Capstone program and has been on the honor roll every term since grade 8. He currently holds a 92% academic average. He is a 3-term varsity athlete, playing first football, first swimming, and first triathlon. I actually had the good fortune of being in Scarborough at the beginning of March for OFSA swimming and watched this young man and his relay team win OFSA gold. He has also won numerous awards during his time at SAC, including the Peter L. Stewart Award and the Lowndes Prize. He is the co-president of the Andrean Life Council, a middle school house captain, and a member of the library leadership team. He is a member of the Model UN Club, Pipes and Drums, and is an active participant in the AC Plus program. He was also recently involved in Focus. Your new head prefect and proud member of Ramsey House, Alex Venton. Congratulations to all newly elected prefects. This is a very impressive collection of young men who will undoubtedly lead the 2020-2021 school year with vision, perseverance, energy, and kindness. I would like to end this presentation once again by thanking each and every one of you, students, faculty, staff, and parents. I have never been prouder of our school. Have a wonderful long weekend, and thank you.